This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6 o'clock already, I was just in the middle of a dream. It's just another manic Monday.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Monday edition of the Wake Up Crew. This is October 28th. That's right, 2024, episode 1521. Wow. When he must have missed you. He's
I don't think so.
Throwing a lot at you. We've got, well, I don't know why we always do this first, but we talk about football first. Oakland's at Riverdale Thursday for the Halloween Bowl. No, kids, there won't be any trick-or-treating at my house.
Aww.
I won't be there. Poor little kids. Rockville is at Siegel on Friday. Ooh. And MTSU's at UTEP Saturday, 1 p.m. airtime. They're back to the regular weekend schedule.
Yep.
Yeah.
Daytime.
After doing, their little Tuesday, Wednesday thing. Election Day is 8 days from today. Ooh. And you have time until Thursday to early vote. So don't forget that. Halloween is Thursday. You can fall back to standard time in 6 days. That's right. You fall back. You lose an hour. No, you gain an hour. Those are good.
Yes, gain an hour of
Saturday night
sleep.
is really good, though. You're like, oh, I can stay up and watch all of Saturday Night Live or something, or I can stay up because it's not 12, it's 11. So I stay up to 1.
And then you're tired anyway.
That's it. Thanksgiving break is 27 days away. Don't forget, everybody, kids are out for the whole week, and Thanksgiving Day is in 31 days. Woo! My question to you, Mr. Brian, this morning, early.
Yes, Mr. John.
When is it going to rain?
Never.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a shower here or there just ain't cutting it, bro.
I don't think we've had rain in the whole month of October, have we?
No.
I don't think so.
And so Thursday ends October. There is, toward the end of the week, some slight chances, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
Of this week?
Yeah.
Slight chances?
Yeah.
I heard it was a pretty good chance coming in, no?
Maybe this weekend. I haven't looked
Okay.
this morning.
Oh. Well, ever since you've been doing that weather thing, we haven't had any rain. What's up? What's up with that?
I started that in January.
He's holding off. He's keeping the rain from us.
He wants the ratings to go up.
He wants people to keep clicking
Well,
in.
you talk about the weathermen. They're funny to watch right now.
They're a
'Cause they're
particular
trying to make
breed.
something out of nothing.
Uh-huh.
So now the drought thing is the big thing.
Yep.
Let's go to the drought board. It's severe. It was severe yesterday, and it's severe today. And
It'll be severe until it rains.
Yeah.
But make sure you check back in so we can tell you how severe it is.
Could you imagine doing weather in like San Diego?
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's the high today. It's going to be 75 and sunny.
I mean, they go ballistic whenever there's rain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. I imagine when it rains, they'll probably have reporters out in cars.
Like they do in the snow when,
Yeah,
when there's a dusting.
Yeah.
Well, it's starting to slush up on the side of the roads here.
What tickles me? Yeah, I picked up a half an inch of ice.
Uh-huh.
Can you see this right here?
And they're always standing like outside of a grocery store so they can talk about all the people going in to buy bread and milk.
Yeah, they're not on the road either. They're in the parking lot.
They're in the parking lot.
Yeah,
They're
where
like,
they've already.
people here at this local Walmart, they've bought up the entire supply of bread and milk. And it's like there's slush on the road. It'll be gone in an hour.
Is it supposed to be a more wet and mild winter, or is
What
it?
does the farmers say?
That's the Farmer's Almanac, yeah.
They're saying wet and mild, right?
Yes.
I'm okay
But
with
that
them.
doesn't mean that we wouldn't have some cold snaps with some snow, but
I think one snow would be nice.
It's
I
always nice
like
to have
one.
one, but I don't like one that lasts for like a week and a half.
Yeah, make it short.
I don't like the real cold and it gets 0 degrees, and then you've got to march through all that.
Has that changed now that you're retired? Did you prefer a bigger snow when you were a principal?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because you got out
Yeah.
of work. Yeah.
I want 16 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was good. I'll never forget, and I'll tell this story quickly. I was student teaching in Laverne, and that would be 78, and that was the weirdest winter. It snowed every Sunday for 4 weeks in a row.
I've heard you tell this story.
And I was out.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't able to finish they had to cut my student teaching because time had run out, and I only really student taught about 4 weeks. It snowed every Sunday, and you were out till Wednesday.
And did you still get credit? Like, did you still get?
Yeah.
Okay.
That explains a lot.
Exactly. Those 2 weeks cut short made a huge difference, let me tell you. All right, we got a great show this morning.
Oh, it's going to be
I don't know what
wonderful.
we're going to talk about, but we'll talk whatever pops up in our little heads. But we got to take a look at the weather first. It's 6:17.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. We'll have a sunny start to the work week, even though we're waking up to a bit of dense fog this morning. We'll have otherwise mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day and a high near 80. Tonight it'll be partly cloudy, but low around 60. Tuesday we warm on up to 82 with sunny skies. Tuesday night it'll be mostly clear for low around 60. Wednesday will be just like Thursday, being sunny for high near 82. I'm weatherology staff meteorologist Michael Cotter with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 51 degrees.
This is Megan Hutchings with Rutherford County Area Habitat for Humanity. The 17th annual Cookin' to Build will be on Saturday, November the 2nd on the Murfreesboro Square. We have cooking teams that will be making chili, soup, or stew. Vote for your favorite cooking team. We give out a Golden Bowl Award at the end of the event. I invite you to attend the 17th annual Cookin' to Build on Saturday, November the 2nd from 10:30 to 1 on the Murfreesboro Square.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
People that come in to pre-plan their funerals and put it down in writing makes it a whole lot easier on the children at the time of their death. This is what Mama wanted. This is what we're going to do.
Visit murfreesborofuneralhome.com.
Hey folks, this is Mike Sparks, 49th District House member. Running for re-election, want to ask for your support.
The issues Mike's championed include the First and Second Amendment tax cut bills, passing legislation to improve mental health, the Safe Storage of Firearms Act, plus he sponsored affordable housing legislation that passed this year. Mike Sparks has been outspoken on Jefferson Pike for 20 years, which led to the $70 million widening project that's almost complete. We need Mike Sparks to remain in the State House.
This Mike Sparks asking for your vote.
Paid for by citizens like Mike Sparks, Alicia Sparks Treasurer.
Need a new set of tires? Head to Tire World, where you can buy now, pay later. Ask your Tire World experts in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne about their financing options.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Get the Bridgestone affiliated retailer credit card.
Hi, this is Trevor from Bell Jewelers. We invite you to come shop with us. Everyone needs a watch, and we have a wide selection of watches. Here at Bell Jewelers, we have Seiko, Longines, and pre-owned Rolexes of a timepiece that can last you a lifetime. And then we have just a broad selection of pre-owned Rolexes. Longines makes 50% ladies' watches and 50% men's watches, which is really rare with a luxury timepiece. Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad Street, across from Toots.
Renewable natural gas is an incredible resource with the ability to power your home and lifestyle. At Middle Point, we've broken ground on a state-of-the-art facility that will capture natural gas on-site and repurpose it into sustainable pipeline-quality gas.
Once operational, this facility will produce enough energy to heat 40,000 homes per year.
Learn more about this at middlepointlandfill.com. For Public Services, we are sustainability in action.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking Sunday's action from Week 8 in the NFL. Sunday night, it was the 49ers with a much-needed win over the Cowboys, 30-24. Chiefs improved to 7-0 with a 27-20 win at the Raiders. Commanders shocked the Bears 18-15. Washington connecting on a Hail Mary on the final play of the game to win and improve to 6-2. Ravens were upset by the Browns 29-24. Jets get knocked off by the Patriots 25-22. Cardinals on a last-second field goal edged the Dolphins on the road 28-27. Lions are 6-1 after beating up on the Titans 52-14. Falcons win at the Buccaneers 31-26. Bills win at the Seahawks 31-10. Buffalo 6-2. Packers on a last-second field goal beat the Jaguars on the road 30-27. Texans get by the Colts 23-20. Houston 6-2. Eagles handle the Bengals on the road 37-17. Chargers over the Saints 26-8. Broncos beat the Panthers 28-14.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
21 after the hour here on the Wake Up Crew on Monday morning. I hope your day is going to be great, and I hope you drive carefully out there and watch all the school signs. Never know. And don't pay attention to the sound effects that make you want to wreck anyway.
That one's the worst. It's so realistic. We do hear it a little different than it comes across over the air, because we hear it in stereo.
Yes.
And that sound is in stereo. It's got different directions and stuff. Whereas hopefully in the car, you're just hearing it in mono and, you know.
I heard a talk radio show the other day, and an ambulance, they were on location, and an ambulance kept going by, and I kept veering to the right, you know, because it was so loud. I mean, I guess that's good quality. We're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, MTE's charitable foundation, Sharing Change. It's funded by members who round up their electric bills to the nearest dollar each month, supporting hundreds of nonprofits. Discover more at sharingchange.org. All right, on this Monday, we always get off a new list, and let me look and see what the list is about. I'm thinking annoying songs again.
No, that's next week.
What says
Most
annoying songs week 2?
Ah, that's the wrong sheet. It's Halloween this week.
Oh, okay. Well, then we don't have any
We
clue.
have no idea.
No.
It was a one-eyed, one-horn flying people eater.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
A one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater sure looks strange to me.
One-eyed.
Well, he came down to earth and he lit in
Let
a
me
tree.
guess.
I said, Mr.
I'm taking a guess here. That's Purple People Eater. And this artist was Sheb Woolley. Is that correct?
That is right.
Now, funny thing about Sheb Woolley, he was also an actor. And he played the principal in the movie Hoosiers. Remember and had the heart attack on Hoosiers?
I did not know that was the same guy.
Thank you for talking to me, Dalton. Brian didn't just overlooked me. But
what?
He was also in Rawhide, the TV show Hyde. So Sheb
All I know
Woolley,
about Rawhide.
he was a country music singer too. That was his biggest and only hit by Sheb Woolley.
Old Shebby.
Yeah. Is that all we got?
What do we?
Why is he not talking? What's
Good
wrong?
neighbor of the day.
What's
I'm
wrong?
trying to
No.
find that list so you'll get off my back.
Well, you can do that. You can do that tomorrow. We've already ruined today. I mean, you've already messed up. Our good neighbor of the day is Jeff Adcock for being the hands and feet helping the aging, grieving, and those who are down. Jeff Adcock will receive flowers from Jenny Harrison and the family over at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio WGNS.
If you want to send in a good neighbor of the day, text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450, 615-893-1450, and you'll get a reply. Just tap on the link, fill out the info, click submit, WGNSradio.com/good neighbor as well for the good neighbor of the day. Birthdays, too. Call them in.
Did you know that when grazing or resting, cows tend to align their bodies with the magnetic north and south poles?
I wonder how they know.
I have no idea. How do they know?
How would they know?
But yeah, that's cows. They're just laying north and
They also can
south.
tell you when a storm's coming, can't they? Don't they do something?
The cow's agreeing.
624 in the Wake Up Crew.
Stones River Manor offers a secure environment for their residents.
I don't think anybody could find any better place to go. I checked around before I moved here.
Stones River Manor is a Christian not-for-profit senior living community.
I just really like living here. I'm happy.
And I love the friendliness and the family attitude that they have here.
Start the journey. Visit them online at stonesrivermanor.com or stop by. They're near the intersection of Haynes Drive and Memorial Boulevard.
Do you ever wonder why big financial institutions offer you hundreds of dollars to open an account? Have you ever looked through the pages of fine print to see the fees and conditions? You won't find complicated sales pitches at Heritage South Community Credit Union. We are different. We help when others won't. It's what our members tell us we do every day. If you're tired of the hassle, it's time to try a local community credit union. Visit heritagesouth.org to learn more or open an account today. Insured by NCUA.
Now, an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
I'm Ron Jordan. The Tennessee Highway Patrol asked for assistance finding a driver and vehicle connected to a Saturday morning hit-and-run crash that killed a pedestrian in Loretto. Officials say the crash happened at about 2:20 a.m. on Saturday morning along U.S. Highway 43 near Smith Circle. The vehicle was last seen traveling north toward Lawrenceburg after the incident. Then about 3 o'clock, the Highway Patrol updated its Facebook post saying the pickup truck and the driver had been found. No additional details were released about the ongoing investigation into the crash. Meanwhile, a motorist is facing multiple charges, including driving under the influence after a Saturday morning hit-and-run led to injury and property damage in Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro PD said the crash occurred about 2:40 Saturday morning, causing East Clark Boulevard to be shut down from Las Casas Pike to Leaf Avenue for several hours. Police say a fire hydrant was damaged, 3 utility poles were knocked down, and Middle Tennessee electric crews were called to the scene for repairs. Officials say one driver took off running after the incident, but law enforcement arrested and charged that individual with DUI, leaving the scene, failure to provide immediate notice, and possession of a handgun under the influence. Maury County Animal Services just got a little recognition from a big country superstar. Miranda Lambert dropped by Saturday. While there, the singer posed for pictures with some of the adoptable dogs and cats. The shelter responded saying they couldn't have been more proud to show Miranda around. The MCAS Adoption Center is open 7 days a week from noon to 5 at 1233 Maple Ash Avenue. News on demand 24/7 at WGNSradio.com. I'm Ron Jordan reporting.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
627 here on the Wake Up Crew. John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, Dalton Barrett with you. We've got Good Neighbor events coming up in a few minutes. Another check of the forecast. And they're going to have that first look at traffic. And who's doing traffic today? Do you know? Commander Chuck?
I'd assume.
Okay. I thought he had a sidekick.
Well, I'm sure he does.
Commander Chuck and Billy.
And Chuck Boy. Commander Chuck and Traffic Boy.
No, that would be Brigadier Billy. You got a commander and a brigadier.
Speaking of traffic.
Or General George.
He's popping
Speaking
his
of
knuckles.
traffic, Salem Highway's gotten a little bit better.
You say that just to try to lure us in.
No, down by 04, where they're fixing it. At least the traffic runs smoothly now, and they've got a turning lane from Salem Highway on to Middle Tennessee Boulevard, which that's been a big help. So,
did you happen to go down Manchester Highway last week, middle of the week?
Yeah,
when they were doing that paving.
Oh yeah,
they were repaving in front of the Dollar General. I was stuck there for 45 minutes on Wednesday.
I don't know why they would keep you there that long, because that seems kind of, usually they have somebody that directs you in another lane.
And I was headed to church, so I tried to get off on Elam, but they had that blocked off too, so I had to go back into it. It was horrible.
So they're redoing the road.
They paved that
where you
chunk.
can run into Buc-ee's.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's that chunk where Joby Jackson meets Manchester, right in front of the Dollar General. They've repaved that where the red light is. Which is nice.
Do they have more lanes in there or something?
Nope,
or just repaved it?
Just repaved it.
I do see there's progress with Buc-ee's now.
Uh-huh.
You start seeing the entranceway.
There's a call once a week here
clearance.
about that, at least, if not
like
more.
How's it going?
Are they ever going to finish the Buc-ee's? You know, they had a long delay because they couldn't get some of the things in that they needed for the underground work.
Right.
And so it just stayed stagnant forever.
And it's a big building. Takes a while to put up a Buc-ee's.
That little intersect, that little road, Joby Jackson will never be the same.
No.
Once they have that built.
Yeah.
So.
And there's been a lot that's open there.
Now you don't have to go that way to get to church, though. You go. You hit right on the highway.
Yep, straight on.
That's pretty
Manchester.
quick. How long does it take you to get?
About 8 minutes.
Yeah,
it's pretty quick.
It's
Unless
pretty
they're
quick.
paving the road, and then it takes 50.
An hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad. So, but I don't know. To me, and I know you're going to disagree with this. To me, the scariest is Memorial Boulevard, all the way to your house. I mean, it's just the lanes look like the lanes are like small, and the turn lanes are small. And if you ever go into the Kroger down there by Iron Gate, down through there, man, it's.
You're not getting out. You need to go the back way.
And if you come from what's the street? Anyway, you're coming
Haynes
out
Drive?
Haynes Drive. You're coming out of Haynes Drive to turn right. My neck is so old now that it's hard for me to turn, and those cars are going down. Boy, I mean, super fast down through there.
Memorial is just there are so many red lights on Memorial that you're always stopping. That's why I don't like it. Because the speed limit is not, it's what, 45?
I think so.
But you're going 45 and you're stopping every 2 minutes.
But if you're
Good luck going 45 during the day.
Right.
If you're a guy that wants to stop and get a restaurant on the way home,
it's perfect.
I mean, it is perfect.
I go home Broad. I go Broad Street.
To turn where?
To go to my house from here.
Turn on Thompson.
Thompson? Well, can't that be kind of rough at times?
It can be, but it's a whole lot better than every traffic light or, every 2 minutes stopping.
Yeah. I remember we had the coaches show on Memorial on Bojangles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. That was still hard even on Saturday morning, early. Well, I guess we need to, do that thing we do.
It's time for Today in History.
When you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues at the door. Turn to Turner Security.
You're a good neighbor station, WGNS. Ask not what your country can do for you.
I'm Ryan Barrett.
Ask what you can do for your country.
I'm John Dinkins.
I have a dream.
This is Dalton Merritt.
Tear down this wall.
All right, looking back in time to 1726. Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift is published by Benjamin Mott in London. 1793, Eli Whitney applies for a patent on the cotton gin.
One of the greatest things to happen in human history.
Yes, sure was. In 1941, How Green Was My Valley, based on the novel by Richard Llewellyn, directed by John Ford. It stars Walter Pidgeon and Maureen O'Hara, and it premieres in New York. It became the best picture of 1942, one of the early roles for Maureen O'Hara. In 1971, John Lennon and Yoko Ono record Happy Christmas, War is Over.
So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over.
And in 1995, the World Series of Baseball, the Atlanta Braves beat the Cleveland Indians 1-0 in Game 6 at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium to win their third title. They also win another one later on in 2021. Brave starter Tom Glavine was the MVP.
This is CBS Rewind. October 28th, 1941.
I am packing my belongings in the shawl my mother used to wear when she went to the market.
The New York premiere of the movie.
And I am going from my valley.
How Green Was My Valley.
This is the last time I will talk in this chapel.
It won 5 Oscars, including Best Director.
You do this in the name of God.
And Best Picture.
And in the house of God, you blaspheme against him and his word.
Happy Christmas, Coco.
Happy Christmas, Julie.
And October 28th, 1971.
So this is Christmas.
John Lennon and Yoko Ono recorded
What have you done?
Happy Christmas in New York City.
So happy Christmas.
I'm Brandon Brooke, and that's Rewind.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive offers a great price and around-the-clock protection when bundling home and auto. It's one of those rare times where you could save money and get something great. Bundle today at Progressive.com.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. We'll have a sunny start to the work week, even though we're waking up to a bit of dense fog this morning. We'll have otherwise mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day and a high near 80. Tonight it'll be partly cloudy, but low around 60. Tuesday we warm on up to 82 with sunny skies. Tuesday night it'll be mostly clear for low around 60. Wednesday will be just like Thursday, being sunny for a high near 82. I'm weatherology staff meteorologist Michael Cotter with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 51 degrees.
Good morning. We're dealing with some dense fog in certain areas in the Nashville downtown area. Give you some extra time over here. It's pretty foggy on 40 at Fessler's, some around the airport as well there in Donaldson as traffic volume increases out of the Williamson County area on 65 northbound, coming up from Franklin in and through Brentwood. Hey, whether you need a new roof, a roof repair, roof inspection, independent roofing specialists, they've got you covered, literally. Check them out at irsroofs.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I've got pests, bees, buzzing rodents running all through my house. Ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I'm overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
WGNS Good Neighbor Events. This is the weekend we fall back in time. The 17th annual Cookin' to Build is Saturday, 11 until 1, all around the Murfreesboro Square. Come on up and enjoy some homemade stews, chili, soups, and all sorts of goodies. It's the 17th annual Cookin' to Build, benefiting Rutherford County's Habitat for Humanity. Again, that's this Saturday, 11 until 1, all around the courthouse. We'll see you there. There are free computer classes at the Technology Engagement Center. The Monday class is at 3:30, and there's another class on Tuesday at 2:30. Call and find out more about the free computer classes at the Technology Engagement Center. It's a part of our public library. Don't forget, this weekend is when we change times. Don't throw away old glory. Bring your tattered American flag to WGNS and let the girls from BSA Troop 2019 at Trinity United Methodist Church retire it with dignity. Plus, we also recycle Bibles. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Turner Security is proud to offer Honeywell Max Pro Cloud for your business. Control your security, access control, and camera system with one app. Arm your security, see your cameras, and unlock a door for a small monthly fee and no contract. Tired of paying for overnight guard service that doesn't work and costs too much? At Turner Security, we have your solution.
Attention to the individual with a backpack. You are in a restricted area and need to leave immediately.
Video monitoring with real-time live talk from Turner Security.
Turn to Turner Security.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
Do you love to read?
Love to read.
Tell us about the library at Adams Place.
We have an amazing library. It's like a library at a big estate. You know, there are just so many books. You just come, pick out one you want, take it home, read it, take it back. It's just great.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
All right, we've got 21 before 7 o'clock, and I know you've been waiting for this, but I want to tell you we have Man on the Street Newsmakers coming up. Here on the Wake Up Crew, though, this is probably the most awaited time of the whole program is when we do the dad joke of the day. And I guess you have a rundown of last week's scores.
All fives. It was a great week.
That's not true, Dalton.
I didn't think it was because I was here for last week and
he did pull a 5 on Friday though,
and a 4 the day before.
A 3.8.
There was a 5 earlier in the week too.
And you
on
gave
Monday.
a 5, 4, 5, 4, 3.8, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Way too high.
I think we should bring back thumbs up, thumbs down. Not today, but I think at some
Gross.
point in the future we should bring that back.
Oh, he hated thumbs up,
I
thumbs
know.
down.
That's why I want to bring it back.
Well, this is participatory.
Oh, okay.
John. Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting dyslexic cow.
Interrupting dyslexic.
Moo.
Why is the cow dyslexic?
Why do you ask questions?
Well, it was part of the joke. I feel like it's a valid question.
We have no score for it.
CBS News Brief
promises from former President Donald Trump to a massive rally at New York's Madison Square Garden.
I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered. I will launch the largest deportation program in American history.
Comments from a comedian equating Puerto Rico to an island of floating garbage are stirring up controversy. Vice President Harris spoke to a crowd of supporters in Philadelphia.
We are focused on the needs of the American people as opposed to a Donald Trump who spends full time looking in the mirror, focused on himself.
Former President Obama and Bruce Springsteen host a Harris event in Philly today. A popular burger is making a comeback at McDonald's. CBS's Michael Toscano.
Testing has ruled out beef patties as the source of the outbreak of E. coli poisoning, and it will resume selling the Quarter Pounder this week.
That outbreak linked to at least one death. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
I'm Ron Jordan. Maury County Animal Services just got a little recognition from a big country superstar. Miranda Lambert dropped by Saturday. While there, the singer posed for pictures with some of the adoptable dogs and cats. The shelter responded saying they couldn't have been more proud to show Miranda around. The MCAS Adoption Center is open 7 days a week from noon to 5 at 1233 Maple Ash Avenue. The Tennessee Highway Patrol asked for assistance finding a driver and vehicle connected to a Saturday morning hit-and-run crash that killed a pedestrian in Loretto. Officials say the crash happened at about 2:20 a.m. on Saturday morning along U.S. Highway 43 near Smith Circle. The vehicle was last seen traveling north toward Lawrenceburg after the incident. Then about 3 o'clock, the Highway Patrol updated its Facebook post saying the pickup truck and the driver had been found. No additional details were released about the ongoing investigation into the crash. Meanwhile, a motorist is facing multiple charges, including driving under the influence after a Saturday morning hit and run led to injury and property damage in Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro PD said the crash occurred about 2:40 Saturday morning, causing East Clark Boulevard to be shut down from Las Casas Pike to Leaf Avenue for several hours. Police say a fire hydrant was damaged, 3 utility poles were knocked down, and Middle Tennessee electric crews were called to the scene for repairs. Officials say one driver took off running after the incident, but law enforcement arrested and charged that individual with DUI, leaving the scene, failure to provide immediate notice, and possession of a handgun under the influence. News on demand 24/7 at WGNSradio.com. I'm Ron Jordan reporting.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Novatech, Middle Tennessee's local office technology and document solutions expert. Visit Novatech.net. That's Novatech.net. Novatech reflects the additional managed IT and print services now available to area businesses. Novatech's IT and print services provide businesses with a free cost analysis so you may easily choose the exact solutions to meet your needs within your budget. Visit Novatech.net. That's Novatech.net.
All right, guys, it's Scott. If you're feeling tired, lacking motivation and drive, gaining weight, or noticing a loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone. Don't wait. Find out now. At Low T Center here in Murfreesboro on Medical Center Parkway, they make it easy to get your levels checked. And with their on-site lab, you'll get those results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not a typical doctor's office. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone with customized therapy, or TRT, for each patient. The experts at Low T Center have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results. And most health insurance is accepted for treatment. For established patients with stable T levels, they also offer a convenient, physician-monitored, self-inject treatment plan that ships directly to your home each month without the need to come into the office for weekly visits. And at Low T Center, you can also get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. Yep, you can lose weight. Get back to your best. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
I want expert advice on going 100% solar.
I want to go green without breaking the bank.
I want to meet my sustainability goals.
I want solar to be simple.
Done, 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 done.
I want to save the planet.
Little hero, let's start with one of MTE's solar programs first. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at MTE.com.
Dr. Craig McCabe.
Brighten up your face and make yourself look 10 years younger. Call McCabe Vision Center.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
Get rid of brown splotches, red marks on our face, as well as fine lines and wrinkles. Look 10 years younger. Call McCabe Vision Center.
On Heritage Park Drive, behind SunTrust Bank.
Man on the Street Newsmakers, brought to you by Old National Bank in Murfreesboro.
We're excited to announce that Capstar Bank is now officially a division of Old National Bank. The friends you've made while banking right here over the years are still here, and so are those delicious, warm, homemade cookies. Everything you enjoyed about Capstar is still at Old National Bank.
In Murfreesboro at 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Come on over and enjoy warm cookies with friends while doing your banking at Old National Bank.
Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Medical doctor and eye specialist Craig McCabe.
Sunlight is very important to the health of our bodies, to the point where I think it should be called medicine. There are photoreceptors, light receptors in your retina. Those axons project to cells that regulate the production of a hormone called melatonin. There's a lot of people using melatonin to help them sleep. Well, it's been shown that if you use video display devices, your phone, they still think it's daytime. They don't release the melatonin. It's harder for you to go to sleep. So that's why an hour or two before sleep, you should not be looking at any of these bright sources of light. And one of the best ways to help you sleep then is to avoid those, to be in dimmer light, and you will sleep faster and longer. You know, one of the things we've heard is that vitamin D is very important. They have higher vitamin D and they deal better with COVID and viruses and infections. That actually may be a marker for getting sunlight. And it's actually sunlight that helps our immune system, and the infrared light specifically.
Information you need, staying healthy with sunshine.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Hey! 648 here on the Wake Up Crew. That was not the theme opening I was looking for. I was thinking of something else. But it didn't have much talking. It just goes, here's John. John Young goes, here's John, or whatever. It's real
says
quick.
what he always says, but that's okay.
Hey, what's the temperature outside, Brian? Moo! 64,
Oh, I'm sorry.
63. We just guess at it, you know. It's going to be, let's see, today is going to be...
I have too many other things to worry about right now.
You could just pretty much say it's going to be either 70 or 80 and lows in the 50s. Yeah, for a couple of weeks, yeah, for sure. Got some sad news for you today here on the Wake Up Crew.
This doesn't sound too sad.
No, it doesn't.
This actually
really.
sounds like the theme to Love Boat.
Well, Dalton asked me, was it going to be a Love Boat theme to it? But actually, Jack Jones, the old singer, crooner, he's passed away at 86, and that's him singing the theme to the Love Boat. And that's probably the biggest thing he ever did, really.
Really?
But he did do a lot of nightclubs and that kind of thing. He began his singing career in the 50s and 60s, won 2 Grammy Awards for Best Local Vocal Performance on the song Lollipops and Roses and on the songs Wives and Lovers. He was nominated for several other Grammys in later years, including for the album Jack Jones Paints a Tribute to Tony Bennett. So, kind of a guy that you knew about. He wasn't a superstar, but he was a pretty good entertainer. In 1980, his Love Boat television show theme rose to number 37 on the Billboard song chart.
Interesting.
He was also a frequent guest on romantic comedies. He also was on a lot of game shows. Jack Jones, he dies at the age of 86. So sad to hear about that. Now, you're probably too young for the Love Boat, but that was a great show. The theme song, you just kind of got, it just made you happy, you know.
Well, they always had a guest star that came in and was a passenger.
Yeah, they had like 6. So you never knew who was going to be on.
Oh, so they kept coming back?
No. They had 6 or 7 different
Oh, yeah, they were on all the time.
Yeah, different stars. They rotated. They never did they might not come back, but they were on it.
Who's the lady with the red hair? Cheeky.
Charo?
Yeah, Charo.
Charo, yeah.
I remember seeing her in one.
Okay. Also, Ron Ely dies at 86. Same age. And you want to know who Ron Ely was?
Who is Ron Ely, John?
Ron Ely played Tarzan on TV in the 1960s.
Interesting.
It was on NBC, and he died in his home in Los Angeles. He wasn't quite as well known as Johnny Weissmuller, but he was pretty popular in that show. I think it was on for 2 or 3 years.
So that wasn't him?
No, but that was Johnny Weissmuller there, but everybody used Johnny Weissmuller's yell.
How long do you think before we get to the point where we've recycled enough old TV to where we have a Tarzan TV show remake?
Oh, I think you're close.
Really?
Probably. I think you're close. I've been watching the Ozarro series that was on Walt Disney back in the 50s.
Have you seen the new one? It's on Amazon.
No, I have not, but I did hear about it.
The thing that's a little inconvenient about it is it's dubbed. So it was recorded in Spanish and dubbed in English, but it is really, really good.
And it's on what?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Yep. It's the action is great. It is a little, you got to kind of push past that, it wasn't recorded in English thing. But once you get past that, it's actually a really good show.
Well, everybody kind of assumed Johnny Weissmuller was the greatest Tarzan, but Ron Ely was television's Tarzan. Yeah, that's it. So may they rest in peace.
I'm trying to find the first one, because it was more like.
This is how it went. This was in 1932. I'm not kidding. That's what
I was trying to find it.
He was supposed to have been raised by monkeys, right? So it sounds like a monkey to me.
There's a lot of variations on that. Actually, Edgar Rice Burroughs played Tarzan almost like a secret agent. That he was raised, but he was also educated.
Interesting.
So he could speak very
good
fluent English.
The Disney Channel Tarzan movie, or not Disney Channel,
You've
but
always
the
said
cartoon.
That. Yeah.
That one's great. It's really good.
Kind of funny too, isn't it?
It's funny. The only thing I don't like is the soundtrack, the music. It was Phil Collins, and so all the songs sound exactly the same. And they're real sad.
Yeah, that's kind of an 80s song, 80s theme to it. All right, let's do some birthdays today.
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
All right, here we go. 1914, Jonas Salk. He was an American medical scientist, created the polio vaccine, very important. 1936, Charlie Daniels, American singer, born in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, 'cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul.
In 1955, Bill Gates, American businessman and billionaire. That would make him 69. 1967, Julia Roberts, American actress, Pretty Woman, born in Smyrna, Georgia.
Was you who made my blue eyes blue?
Man, I hate to see her get old.
I know.
In 1972, Brad Paisley, American country singer.
Everything I ever want.
And in 1974, Joaquin Phoenix, American actor. And that's a look at celebrity birthdays. Oh, our local birthdays. I got to get them in here, quick. I don't know if I can. Today, Jacqueline King, Veronica Buchanan, Jim Calder, Kyle Carter, Virginia Carpenter, Joan Miller. Tomorrow yesterday we had some. We'll tell you later.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. We'll have a sunny start to the work week, even though we're waking up to a bit of dense fog this morning. We'll have otherwise mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day and a high near 80. Tonight it'll be partly cloudy, but low around 60. Tuesday we warm on up to 82 with sunny skies. Tuesday night it'll be mostly clear for low around 60. Wednesday will be just like Thursday, being sunny for high near 82. I'm weatherology staff meteorologist Michael Cotter with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 51 degrees.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, MTE Sharing Change has now donated more than $11 million to local nonprofits, assisting worthy causes in our community. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936.
Good morning. Still dealing with a little bit of fog in certain areas like 24, especially right here near Shelby. 40 was socked in pretty good not too long ago. They're around Fessler's. Some around the airport this morning with that fog. Give yourself extra time as it loads up with more volume. On 65 up through the Brentwood area, through that section of Williamson County, headed towards south. Nashville 24 still looks pretty good right now. Out of Murfreesboro, Rutherford County, 24 west traveling up through Antioch. Hey, Prince's Hot Chicken has new items on the menu. Check them all out today. Order online. It's easy. Type in princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Folks, I hope you listen in every Sunday night at 8 o'clock to the Edwin Lee Raymer Show. We'll talk about some local politics, national politics, all types of topics, all types of guests. That's 8 o'clock Sunday night, Edwin Lee Raymer Show. Talk to you then.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
An app for easy payment.
Solar energy solutions.
I just want to talk to a real person when I need help. Energy tips and low rates.
Done, 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 done.
I want to fly my car to the moon.
Houston, let's talk about electric vehicles. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
Participating in Murfreesboro's special census could help bring more funding to our city. $175 per resident per year. Here's Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
Those dollars shared with us will greatly benefit our community, build roads, maintain parks, improve public safety, and much more.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Hi, this is Taylor at Bell Jewelers. Come in with your loved one and find the perfect wedding band to go with your beautiful engagement ring. Here at Bell Jewelers, not only do we have men's bands offered in the contemporary metals, we probably spend just as long with the man as you do the woman to try to find what band they like best. It's a fun experience, and here at Bell Jewelers, we're here to help you make that decision. Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad Street, across from Toots.
Alan Butcher was one of many local residents who only went to Adams Place.
Of course, Adams Place, in my mind, is the premier senior care facility, not only in Murfreesboro, but in the immediate area. We're very happy here and so glad we came.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Well, 6:58. We got some birthdays I didn't mention and want to get those in. John Bratcher, Sue Smith, Dr. Brian Terry, Donnie Cam, Buffy Brazier, and Christy DeGraw, and those are birthdays from yesterday. And Jeff Edcock is our good neighbor of the day.
And if you want to nominate someone as good neighbor or get in a birthday, same phone number, 615-893-1450. Text neighbor to that number to nominate someone as good neighbor of the day, or just text the name celebrating a birthday today for that. You can also head on over to WGNSradio.com/birthdays to get those in there, because we're going to give away a delicious bowl of banana pudding from our good friends over at Slick Pig Barbecue.
All right, it's time to check on the latest world news. The CBS World News Roundup is straight ahead. And on WGNS, it is brought to you locally by our friends at the Low T Center, along with the Murfreesboro Special Census.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the Special Census. It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com or use the prepaid envelope you'll receive in the mail. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
And we've got the news coming up next. It's 7 o'clock. Stay tuned for hour number 2 of The Crew.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, flagship station for MTSU Sports. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock.
Rallying support.
Are we ready to win?
Down to the wire.
We have to put it away. We're close. We're so close.
Keeping Hollywood in Hollywood.
The industry here is increasingly on life support.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kafin with the CBS World News Roundup. 8 days till Election Day, and our latest CBS News poll shows a dead heat in the presidential race. CBS's Robert Costa tells us Donald Trump held a New York City rally that included inflammatory remarks from warm-up speakers that drew strong backlash.
one of the world's most famous arenas, former President Donald Trump laid out his closing argument in this campaign.
We will have the strongest economy, the most secure borders, the safest cities.
Trump took the stage at a jam-packed Madison Square Garden in Manhattan and leaned into his border plan.
I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered.
Trump's rhetoric on immigration drawing roars from the crowd.
I will launch the largest deportation program in American history.
All as he was unleashing harsh attacks on Vice President Harris.
No one respects her. No one trusts her. No one takes her seriously. Everyone knows she is a very low IQ individual.
With just over a week to go until Election Day, that sentiment was echoed throughout the night by his key allies, who rallied supporters with speeches over the course of 6 hours. From Republican lawmakers,
"We're going to take this country back,"
to media personalities like Dr. Phil and Hulk Hogan flexing their support. And an introduction and rare remarks by former First Lady Melania Trump.
New York City and America needs their magic back.
But as the Trump campaign continues to court the Latino vote, it was this offhand joke that drew swift backlash.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny reshared a video from Vice President Harris's campaign to his nearly 46 million followers.
I will never forget what Donald Trump did and what he did not do when Puerto Rico needed a caring and a competent leader.
Vice President Harris spent the weekend whipping up support in battleground states, as we hear from CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
We are going to fight for the country we love.
Vice President Harris spent Sunday crisscrossing Philadelphia, the biggest city in the biggest battleground state, urging young people to vote.
Is Gen Z in the house? You are rightly impatient for change.
Stumping at a black church.
We have the power to move past division, fear, and chaos.
A barber shop, a Puerto Rican restaurant.
We fight, we win.
And airing this ad across the region during Sunday's Philadelphia Eagles game.
Here's the thing that people like Donald Trump don't understand. We're Philly. F***ing Philly. And when you fight us, we fight back.
All this attention for the city of brotherly love because Harris has to run up the score in usually Democratic Philly if she has any chance of winning Pennsylvania's 19 electoral votes.
Overseas, Israel's military says it completed its mission in Iran with weekend airstrikes against military targets in Iran. It was retaliation for Iran's attack on October 1st, when nearly 200 ballistic missiles were launched toward Israel. From Tel Aviv, CBS's Rami Inocencio has the latest on efforts to end the Gaza war.
Attempts to possibly end this war starting again. Israel's spy chief is scheduled to meet soon with his U.S. counterpart and Qatar's prime minister in Doha. The aim to resume talks between Israel and Hamas to reach that elusive ceasefire and hostage deal.
4 minutes after the hour.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair, Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681. Sentencing in Washington today for an actor who pleaded guilty to being part of the Capitol attack.
CBS's Scott McFarland.
There are nearly 1,500 total January 6 defendants, and arguably the most famous is Jay Johnston, an actor who had appeared on Bob's Burgers and Arrested Development. Prosecutors will seek 18 months in prison for Johnston, arguing he was part of that riotous mob. Johnston will seek leniency. His defense lawyer argues ahead of sentencing that he's effectively been blacklisted from the film and TV industry.
CBS's Michael Toscano tells us there's action in California to keep the movie industry rolling right there.
Less hooray and more so long as the movie business adapts to changing technologies and movie viewing habits, and studios find they can make movies elsewhere, sometimes for less money.
We took it for granted and assumed that the industry was always going to be here.
Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass says she and Governor Gavin Newsom announced a proposal to make the state more attractive to filmmakers by boosting its film and TV tax credit from $350 million to $750 million. Governor Newsom.
We need a jolt.
That jolt will need approval by the state legislature.
Reporter Catherine Arms has more on a film star set to go on trial today in Paris, but he'll ask for a delay.
75-year-old Gerard Depardieu faces a criminal trial over alleged sexual assaults on 2 women. One says she was grabbed while working on a movie set in 2021, and another that she was raped at his Paris home in 2018. He denies all claims. The top French movie star is plagued by sexual misconduct accusations from 13 women.
For McDonald's,
this is the Quarter Pounder with cheese.
The Quarter Pounder is returning to locations in several states where it was pulled from the menu over a deadly E. coli outbreak. McDonald's says testing of the burger patties came back okay. It's believed slivered onions from a lone supplier are the likely contamination source. Game 3 of the World Series is tonight in New York. The Dodgers, up 2-0, say injured star Shohei Ohtani will play in the game. In the NFL, a thrilling end to the Commanders-Bears game on CBS.
Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line, and the ball's caught! It's a miracle!
A 52-yard Hail Mary touchdown pass from Jaden Daniels to Noah Brown gave Washington the last-second win. Bears cornerback Tyreek Stevenson later apologized on social media. He had been taunting fans with his back to the action as the play started and arrived late to try to defend. Time on the roundup, 8 past the hour.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join Medi-Share and save even more than usual. For many families, joining Medi-Share means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, Medi-Share members like it a lot. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And Medi-Share is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before October 30th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is October 30th. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE. 877-64-BIBLE.
Now you're up to date on the latest national news. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News Radio. More local news, traffic, weather, and fun continues with the Wake Up Crew here on News Radio WGNS.
7:09. Good morning, everybody, from News Radio WGNS. Brian Barrett joined by John Dinkins and Dalton Barrett as we continue another hour of the Wake Up Crew. And right now, we kick it off with a check of traffic and weather together, brought to you by Toots.
Toots. Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants, and I'm here with my dad, Wade. Dad, what's your favorite food at Toots?
Well, you know my favorite thing has not changed. It's our fall-off-the-bone Danish baby back ribs. I love those.
And they're $14.99 on Saturdays and Sundays all weekend long. Thank you, Rutherford County, for 39 amazing years. Swing by one of our 4 Rutherford County locations for some good food and fun.
Good food and fun. Checking your Rutherford County weather. We'll have a sunny start to the work week, even though we're waking up to a bit of dense fog this morning. We'll have otherwise mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day and a high near 80. Tonight it'll be partly cloudy, but low around 60. Tuesday we warm on up to 82 with sunny skies. Tuesday night will be mostly clear for lower around 60. Wednesday will be just like Thursday, being sunny, a high near 82. I'm weatherology staff meteorologist Michael Cotter with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 51 degrees.
We're excited to announce that Capstar Bank is now officially a division of Old National Bank. Old National Bank in Murfreesboro at 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, ready to serve you.
Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good morning. They're working an accident where it's really foggy on 65 southbound just before you get to Trinity Lane, slowing down that traffic flow coming down out of Madison right now. Hopefully they'll move these damaged vehicles because it's been really foggy in certain sections of the downtown area here in Nashville. Traffic's on the increase through the Mount Juliet area. It's been slow, 24 westbound, just before you get outside there into Clarksville. If you're heading that direction on 24 westbound, give yourself extra time. Prince's Hot Chicken has new items on the menu. Check them out today at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Hi, this is Stan with Parks Auction Company, and by now you've probably heard our commercials and know that we are committed to helping you increase your investments. Call 896-4600 to set an appointment with me or one of my team members. That's 896-4600. Parks Auction Company. We handle everything.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Somebody got up on the wrong side of the bread.
Alrighty, welcome back into hour number 2 of the Wake Up Crew, News Radio WGNS. It's a Monday. It's going to be like a Monday all day today. Episode 1521 here of the Wake Up Crew. Glad you're with us this morning. A very busy week here at the Radio Ranch. We've got 2 high school football games this week. Oakland at Riverdale Thursday, Rockville at Siegel Friday, Middle Tennessee at UTEP on Saturday. It's a 1 o'clock airtime for that MTSU game. And, of course, early voting ends Thursday, and Election Day is a week from tomorrow. Finally. And speaking of Thursday, Halloween is Thursday. Don't forget to fall back this coming Saturday. That's right, fall back to standard time. And Thanksgiving, less than a month away. So here we are. Lots of things to do this morning. And we are celebrating Halloween today with our song of the day all week long. Big Halloween hits. Here's one from Sheb Woolley.
It was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. A one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater sure looks strange to me.
And you said that my dad joke didn't make sense. That song makes no sense.
What? Well, it's a fictional song, but your dad joke did not make sense. So.
It was a fictional dad joke. So there you go. Song of the day, Sheb Woolley.
But why was the cow dyslexic if it wasn't going to play a point in the joke?
Don't discriminate.
Wow. It could have just been an interrupting cow.
Well, I don't like to take sides, but it really didn't add anything.
Moo.
It hurt the joke because it hurt the rhythm of the joke, I thought.
You could have done 2 things, and this is where, and I'll leave it here. You could have just said interrupting cow and then interrupted with the moo, or you could have said interrupting dyslexic cow and said because the letters are rearranged. Those were your 2 options.
Now, not only regrading the joke, we're now analyzing it and then spitting it back out at you.
Oh, we just need headsets and suits, like we're analyzing the game.
Wow.
Yeah, we could. And what a blunder there by Barrett not to put that dyslexia in there. It didn't make any sense, Brian.
Not to add salt to the wound. However, these are your other options. You could have gone with.
I hope you get paid for that job.
I don't.
Man, he's bitter.
Yeah.
We didn't even grade it, though.
I know.
We're just going to put that as null.
Okay.
It's a permanent stain on your career.
How about some news that's trending?
Okay. This is where he reads this long list of stuff. I like it. This is my favorite.
I think he texts this one to me if it's the one I'm thinking.
Just a couple of different things. Trends will influence baby names in 2025, according to a study from Baby Center. Baby Center says the Paris Olympics will have a little bit of influence over baby names, like Raphael, the number 2 boy name in France. has moved up.
I've always been told never
French
name your
names.
kid after a Ninja Turtle. It's like the one thing I've always been told.
Probably so.
Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo.
Well, apparently
Donatello.
Hit songs and hit artists like Billie Eilish. Billie is a big name. Sabrina, Chappelle are names that are big.
Chapel.
Oh, Chapel. Okay.
Chapel.
I'm not hip. TVs and movies. Riley, the preteen whose inner world is on full display in Inside Out. That is a rising name. Carmen. Ripley from Netflix's Ripley.
Man, these are
like from Alien?
No. From
I know. I was just
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Big name, women's basketball. Super Bowl
with
athletes.
a C. Caitlin with a C.
Yeah. Travis. As is Travis Kelce. That's a big name. Here are some of the falling names. Milton and Helene.
Doesn't surprise me.
Those names are falling off because they were hurricane names, so those names are kind of falling away.
Well, that's one thing. Get named after a hurricane, you're out.
Yeah.
The name
I feel bad for all those kids named Katrina.
Justin dropped 59 spots to 277. Stanley has been on the outs for a long time, for some reason.
I like Stan, though.
Yeah.
Stan.
I think when people think Stanley now, they think of The Office.
Probably.
Because he was one of those characters.
I like
in The
Stan.
Office.
Stan's good.
Oh, they're saying the reason the name Justin fell is because of Justin Timberlake's driving while intoxicated.
Oh, gosh, really?
According to this survey, yeah.
Is Brian on that list?
No.
We'll do this is a game me and Megan play. She'll be scrolling through TikTok, and one of the big things on TikTok is like, here's fall-related baby names for blah blah blah, and they're the most atrocious names you have ever heard. So I'll pull some of those up sometime, and we can do that on the air.
Like Orange.
Oh yeah, it's bad stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be like corkboard, like just named after nonsense.
Call him Cork for short.
Call him Corky.
Also trending. If you're still using LOL, it could mean you're old.
Oh, well, I've been using that. I just now started using it.
TTYL, BRB, LOL, FYI, and OMG. If you use those acronyms, well, you're old.
But I think that won't ever change. Older people will keep using those.
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
Yeah. The thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's an old people thing. If you use the thumbs up emoji.
I was trying to make myself younger. I use that all the time. I'll have to use that. Okay.
I think that one's worse.
What are you supposed to use?
I don't probably just like the message and move on.
I think these LOLs and all that dates back to the flip phones. Because if you were sending a text on that, there were no emojis, and so that's kind of a
OMG,
a kickback to that.
TTYL.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used that one.
Yeah.
I usually just say bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Do you
I don't
use
reply.
a waving?
No, I don't do that.
I'm not saying bye over text. I'm just gonna not respond to you.
By the time you go down and look for the emoji, I'm just say see ya.
I really am. I'm the worst texter on earth. I'm horrible at it because I will just straight not respond to people.
Well, we know.
and that is news that's trending. We've got sports for you now.
This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking the NFL Sunday Week 8 action, and the Sunday Nighters saw the 49ers get a much-needed win over the Cowboys 30-24. Chiefs are 7-0 after winning at the Raiders 27-20. Commanders stunned the Bears 18-15. Washington connecting a Hail Mary on the final play of regulation to get the win and improve to 6-2. Ravens were upset by the Browns 29-24. Jets were knocked off by the Patriots 25-22. Cardinals on the final play get a field goal and surprise the Dolphins on the road 28-27. Lions crushed the Titans 52-14. Detroit is 6-1. Falcons beat the Buccaneers on the road 31-26. Bills win at the Seahawks 31-10. Buffalo 6-2. Packers on the final play, a field goal, beat the Jaguars on the road 30-27. Texans get by the Colts 20-20. Houston 6-2. Eagles beat the Bengals 37-17. Chargers over the Saints 26-8. Broncos down the Panthers 28-14.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community.
From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
We chose Adams Place for the security.
We're talking with Peggy Cunningham. What do you enjoy most about Adams Place?
They lock the doors at 8 o'clock at night, and you have to have a code to get in, so I feel very safe when I go to sleep.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
On Memorial.
Across from Walmart.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Does your home need freshening up? Let our family at Farrah Construction help you. We do painting, new flooring, anything that you need. If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Farrah Construction offers high-quality craftsmanship, quick response, and attention to detail. For home restoration at a price you can afford, Farrah Construction can get the job done no matter how big or small it is. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
Over the next 5 minutes, we're going to learn a few tips and ideas on how you can get healthy. Here's today's Sunshine Nutrition segment featuring Kim Hillsman Dunaway.
So what are the things that folks are talking about right now?
So here we are towards the end of October, which is crazy. But just to sort of complete sort of this whole cycle where we've been talking about kind of hormones all month, I wanted to kind of hit on pregnancy, which is something we don't talk about a lot on there. And I don't know what I was looking at, but it said that the highest birth months are actually like July through October, which is interesting because I think a lot of times people say people tend to get more pregnant in the wintertime, right? So here we are coming out of some of the highest birth months that we have during the year. But I thought it would be good to talk about pregnancy and some of the things that you want to look at supplementing when you're pregnant, because most people are aware of they need to do a prenatal vitamin. And so a lot of times I'll have women come in after they've had children, sometimes years after the fact. So they want to get on a prenatal because they're like, oh, my hair grew and my nails grew. Sometimes that's the vitamin. Sometimes that's just the hormone. Like your body naturally, when you're pregnant, you don't shed as much hair. So it gives the feeling when you're not pregnant anymore, when you start to lose hair again, that you're losing hair. That's just kind of a natural process in general. But a difference between a prenatal vitamin and a non-prenatal vitamin is usually two things. A prenatal vitamin is going to be higher in some nutrients, particularly folic acid, because it helps to prevent spina bifida, and also iron, because you have an increased need for iron. Sometimes they'll also be higher in calcium, is another one that your body needs more of when you're pregnant. It will be lower in a few things. So you'll see it lower in something like vitamin A and usually vitamin C, for instance, which is why I'm not a huge fan of people taking prenatals when they're not pregnant, because it will have more things that a person needs and less of things that they'll need. So really getting something appropriate for your age and for your particular condition would be ideal. But prenatal vitamins are made especially for that reason. The other thing that you're going to want to look at a lot of times is some type of a DHA supplement or a fish oil supplement. Usually they don't recommend that pregnant women do a lot of fish when they're pregnant because of the potential for mercury. Now you can get a list of the ones that tend to be higher in mercury, things like swordfish and those types of fish tend to be very high in mercury. A lot of your white tunas, for instance, are very high in mercury, whereas something like tilapia, very low, for instance. So you can get a list of those types of things. But because of that, they usually recommend that people supplement with some type of omega-3 supplement. So that could be a fish oil supplement. DHA is simply where they've taken one of the fatty acids out of a standard omega-3 and put it in one supplement on its own. And that one is the one that they typically recommend in pregnancy because it helps the development of the brain. It's also really good to do when they're babies and when they're toddlers to help with that same process as well. So that would be something else I I would look at. If you have somebody that's vegan or vegetarian and they don't do fish or they have an allergy to fish, then flaxseed oil would be an appropriate alternative to that. There are other alternatives like perilla seed oil or different algae oils. They're just a little bit less common, a little bit harder to find, but there are other options out there if somebody wants. So those are really the two things that you're looking for. The other thing that you might add would be more specific to a particular issue. Most women, when they're pregnant, especially in the first trimester, have a lot of morning sickness or nausea. And so ginger is always a really great supplement, whether it be ginger ale, some type of a chewable form of ginger, or some type of a ginger tea are all really good for that. For some people, that doesn't work, or they don't like the taste of ginger. It makes things worse. So you can do either red raspberry tea, which is very good for that, or you can use a homeopathic supplement called Nux Vomica. And it's a homeopathic that goes underneath the tongue, works very well for nausea. And that can be very important because if people can't eat and keep food down, that can be very problematic, especially once we get into the second and third trimesters when we really want them to be able to start to gain some weight. People don't necessarily need to gain a lot of weight in the first trimester. Your calorie needs are not much more than what they would normally be. It's where we see the second and the third trimesters when it sort of increases. Now, the whole thing that people need to eat for 2 when they're pregnant, not entirely true. You do need more calories, but you don't need a lot more calories. So a lot of times the second trimester, you're looking at an extra 300 calories a day. Third trimester, an extra like 450 calories a day. So not as much as people may think. And depending upon what your weight is coming into pregnancy, it guides how much weight your OBGYN is going to want you to gain.
Also, I've seen, or it seems like, people are having babies a lot later in life than they used to. Mm-hmm. Does that play a role in deciding, well, maybe you should go this route versus that route and choosing these vitamins versus those vitamins?
Yeah, geriatric pregnancies, as they're called when people are over 35. I was a geriatric pregnancy. I had my daughter at 36. And so, yes, you do see that a lot because you do have people that are more on the career track these days and have kids later in life. And you see people also having less kids as well. And then you also see sometimes people have for some fertility issues, and that can be an issue. The nutrients don't change so much, though. The iron and those different type of things don't change as much versus the age sort of the pregnancy. Where I might look at something additional is if somebody's having a C-section, for instance. A lot of times it's very important for that child to get those good bacteria through the vaginal canal. So a lot of times they'll give them like a vaginal swab, for instance. But for some women, doing a probiotic might be helpful to ensure that they've got that good bacteria when they have it. You know, if somebody's got a group B strep or something like that, which is something you get tested for later in the pregnancy, you know, and that can be an issue, just keeping those types of things in mind. But I don't think that the nutrient requirements really vary that much depending on the age.
Again, Kim Dunaway with us this morning. And where are you located?
So we have 2 locations here in Murfreesboro, 621 South Church Street, and then in Smyrna, we're located at 901 Rock Springs Road.
I'm a single mom, and as you can imagine, it's a fight sometimes just to get out the door. But when I need new tires or something's wrong with my car, I need to head to someone I can trust. I go to Tire World.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Tire World, locally owned and operated.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving me a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Murfreesboro is conducting a special census. Listing everyone in your household helps the city qualify for more funding to improve roads, parks, and services. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
All we need is your address and the first and last names of everyone living at your home. That's it. Take part in our 2025 special census.
Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Our daughter moved here and she wanted us to come down so she could take care of us. And so she put us here and we love it.
Residents at the Villages of Murfreesboro say it best.
The location here is excellent. Shopping, doctor's appointments, anything you want to do is right here.
I'm Hope Rogers. Visit the Villages of Murfreesboro. I'd love to give you a tour. The Villages of Murfreesboro is located at 2550 Willow Oak Trail.
We just love it here.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, MTE Sharing Change is funded by members who round up their electric bills to the nearest dollar each month as a donation and support hundreds of local nonprofits. Find out more at sharingchange.org.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
It is 7:30 on a Monday morning, October the 28th, episode 1521 of the Wake Up Crew.
And yesterday, for birthdays, we had John Bratcher, Sue Smith, Dr. Brian Terry, Handani Cam, Buffy Brazier, and Christy DeGraw. Today, Jacqueline King, Veronica Buchanan, Jim Calder, Cal Carter, Virginia Carpenter, and Joan Miller.
And if you or someone you know shares a birthday with any of these folks, go ahead and get them into us. 615-893-1450 is the phone number. WGNSradio.com/birthdays. That's the website. And you can get them in so we can give away some banana pudding from Slick Pig Barbecue.
So coming up next, we've got a news check for you right here on News Radio WGNS.
Murfreesboro is conducting a special census, and we need your help. Fill out the secure online form at murfreesborocensus.com and list everyone living in your home. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
It's 7:31 right now. Here's traffic and weather together.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. We'll have a sunny start to the work week, even though we're waking up to a bit of dense fog this morning. We'll have otherwise mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day and a high near 80. Tonight it'll be partly cloudy, but low around 60. Tuesday we warm on up to 82 with sunny skies. Tuesday night it'll be mostly clear for low around 60. Wednesday will be just like Thursday, being sunny for high near 82. I'm weatherology staff meteorologist Michael Cotter with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 51 degrees.
Good morning. Still slow to go as you head out towards Clarksville. I can see a pretty good delay on 24 westbound before you get into Montgomery County. Lots of fog this morning affecting your drive down. 65 there through the Madison area. 2 cars are up against a wall over here on 65 southbound at Briley Parkway there in Madison as it loads up with more volume. Vietnam vets coming in from Hendersonville there at Conference Drive. It's pretty heavy. 24 west up through the Antioch area in from Murfreesboro. Prince's Hot Chicken has new items. Check them out, princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
I'm Ron Jordan. The Tennessee Highway Patrol asked for assistance finding a driver and vehicle connected to a Saturday morning hit-and-run crash that killed a pedestrian in Loretto. Officials say the crash happened at about 2:20 a.m. on Saturday morning along U.S. Highway 43 near Smith Circle. The vehicle was last seen traveling north toward Lawrenceburg after the incident. Then about 3 o'clock, the Highway Patrol updated its Facebook post saying the pickup truck and the driver had been found. No additional details were released about the ongoing investigation into the crash. Meanwhile, a motorist is facing multiple charges, including driving under the influence after a Saturday morning hit and run led to injury and property damage in Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro PD said the crash occurred about 2:40 Saturday morning, causing East Clark Boulevard to be shut down from Las Casas Pike to Leaf Avenue for several hours. Police say a fire hydrant was damaged, 3 utility poles were knocked down, and Middle Tennessee electric crews were called to the scene for repairs. Officials say one driver took off running after the incident, but law enforcement arrested and charged that individual with DUI, leaving the scene, failure to provide immediate notice, and possession of a handgun under the influence. Maury County Animal Services just got a little recognition from a big country superstar. Miranda Lambert dropped by Saturday. While there, the singer posed for pictures with some of the adoptable dogs and cats. The shelter responded saying they couldn't have been more proud to show Miranda around. The MCAS Adoption Center is open 7 days a week from noon to 5 at 1233 Maple Ash Avenue. News on demand 24/7 at WGNSradio.com. I'm Ron Jordan reporting.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
I am Charlotte Gardner. I've lived at Adams Place for 3 years. It is the friendliest place you ever could hope to be.
Was the decision to move difficult?
No, it was just a really good change. I never, ever regretted a day of moving here.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
America is under assault from communist China, and it's happening right here in Tennessee.
For years, they've spied on our military bases and stolen our most advanced technology. But now, Communist China is coming for our farms, buying up tens of thousands of acres, endangering our food supply, and giving them a bird's-eye view of our most sensitive military bases. Listen to Tennessee farmers talk about the threat from Communist China.
China is buying up land all over America. Farmland.
Land? New military bases.
And right here in Tennessee. And I ain't happy about it at all.
Marsha Blackburn won't stand for it.
Marsha Blackburn has led the fight to stop Communist China from buying up our land.
Marsha will put an end to it.
That woman is strong.
She's tough.
This is America. And every day, Marsha Blackburn is fighting to keep it that way.
Marsha Blackburn, real strength for Tennessee.
I'm Marsha Blackburn, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Marsha for Senate.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Back here on the Wake Up Crew, our time 7:35, and right now it is time for us to enjoy another game of Family Feud. And today on the Feud, we are going to play against Harley.
Oh, we beat her before.
You're going down. Round one question is, as a bride walks down the aisle, what would she hate to see her groom wearing?
Underwear.
Wow. That was on there. Number 6.
Tennis shoes.
Sneakers, number 1 answer, John.
T-shirt?
Yeah, T-shirt.
Oh,
not a TV shirt.
Shirt.
Oh gosh, thanks.
It keeps correcting it, so it's not on there. Shorts.
Okay.
That's why I wonder why shirt's not on there, but
a hat.
Oh, good answer. Oh, bad answer.
Good answer. No, bad answer. Well, we'll see what
Blue
the last
jeans.
3 are.
Blue jeans.
Jeans.
It's on there. Got it at the last second. So nothing and her dress.
Oh, that was good. I almost said nothing, but I figured underwear and nothing kind of, same thing. But
Well, beat her by a few here. So let's go to round 2. Double points. The question: name something you turn off at the end of the day.
Lights.
Lights. Good answer. TV.
TV. Yeah.
Phone.
Probably on there.
No, it wasn't on there. Turn off.
Turn it off. Turn off. Turn off. Turn off. Turn off. Water? No. Maybe like you get out of the shower, turn off the water.
Electricity probably would be light. So I mean, you don't turn off the electricity.
Yeah. I'm gonna try water. We got. No. All right.
Well, she's missing the last 2 as well.
Wait, just give me a second. 9 seconds. Turn off.
I can't
think of anything else she'd turn off. I'm really intrigued to see what these next 2 answers are.
Radio.
Well, we're about to find out the last 2. Brain and computer.
Computer. That should have been under phone.
Yeah. All right, still edged her out this time, but it's going to be a close round 3. Triple points. Here we go. The question is, name a building that has many beds in it.
Hotel.
Apartment.
Apartment.
Hospital.
Hospital.
Hotel, motel. I'm just kidding. This is harder than it sounds.
Yeah, because like what's left? Hotel and hospital. Lots of beds.
Firehouse.
Firehouse. No. House?
Yeah.
Now we lost 5 points. We have to be very careful
Watch how
here.
you blamed that on you, didn't you?
Right.
Well, we lost 5 points.
Well, I had a guess.
Motel, hotel.
You haven't guessed at all.
I guessed something.
Motel, hotel. We're going to win this, baby.
Here's the last 2. Barracks and dorm.
Dorm. Should have guessed dorm.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can do fast money here real fast.
I'll let Dalton do this one.
Name something that might be too dry. Bread?
Bread, yeah. I was going to go chicken.
Name
Martini.
a part of the body that often gets broken.
Arm.
A symptom that you could say, I think I'm coming down with something.
Cold.
Something people hunt
symptom.
for that doesn't require gun.
Fish.
Name something a cheap couple might ask guests to bring to their wedding.
Something a cheap couple might ask people to drinks.
All right. Let's see about the answers. Something too dry. Food or chicken. Part
What
that
would
gets
yours
broken. Arm. The number one answer. Cold. Coming down with something. No, it's runny nose.
Yeah,
That'd be
I'd
a
give
symptom.
symptom, yeah.
Fish. Bargains and deals. And drinks to a wedding. Number one answer. And that's the feud.
This is Megan Hutchings with Rutherford County Area Habitat for Humanity. The 17th annual Cookin' to Build will be on Saturday, November the 2nd on the Murfreesboro Square. We have cooking teams that will be making chili, soup, or stew. Vote for your favorite cooking team. We give out a Golden Bowl Award at the end of the event. I invite you to attend the 17th annual Cookin' to Build on Saturday, November the 2nd from 10:30 to 1 on the Murfreesboro Square.
Do you ever wonder why big financial institutions offer you hundreds of dollars to open an account? Have you ever looked through the pages of fine print to see the fees and conditions? You won't find complicated sales pitches at Heritage South Community Credit Union. We are different. We help when others won't. It's what our members tell us we do every day. If you're tired of the hassle, it's time to try a local community credit union. Visit heritagesouth.org to learn more or open an account today. Insured by NCUA.
The food's delicious at Adams Place.
Well, I'm afraid the food is too good. I have a problem turning down the dessert.
Alan Butcher at Adams Place.
But the food is wonderful. Danny and all the cooks and the servers back there are just wonderful to us. We have plenty to eat.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Back here on the Wake Up Crew, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, and through Sharing Change, MTE has contributed over $11 million to local nonprofits supporting meaningful causes in our community. Find out more at sharingchange.org. Our good neighbor of the day today is Jeff Adcock, our good neighbor for being the hands and feet of the aging, grieving, and those who are down. Jeff Adcock today receives flowers from Jenny Harrison and everybody at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts, along with News Radio WGNS. So congratulations, Jeff. If you'd like to send in a Good Neighbor of the Day nomination, very easy. Text neighbor to our number, 615-893-1450, or head to WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor to get in our Good Neighbor of the Day. We'll get them on in the coming weeks.
Time for the dad joke of the day. Replay.
All right. Knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow who?
Oh, interrupting cow.
Replay.
I didn't know that you were going to do it because I thought we nulled it.
Yeah. Do you want to try? Do you want to go again?
Yeah, do it again.
Just try again.
I just did it.
Well, yeah. Just...
No, I'm not going to do it again because you're going to do something silly.
No, I was just going to let you actually tell the joke.
Yeah, we didn't really give it justice for the
Knock,
people that.
knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow.
Moo!
Much
See?
better.
Much better.
Yeah.
You take that word dyslexia out of there, and it's 10 times better.
I'm going to give it a 3.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Well, it's better than null.
It's like it didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it didn't happen.
Well, null's a 0. It really brings your average down.
Yeah.
You
So
know
it
what?
didn't happen.
What have we learned today?
They need to put him on something. Some medication.
Adderall.
What did we learn? You talked about some trending things that are going on.
Yeah, baby names for 2025, and if you use LOL and OMG and text, you're old.
We talked about dry weather. It's been dry.
That was the wind over the dry wasteland.
Really dry weather.
I learned that Dalton is now a dad joke critic. What would it be? A critic? Not critic. Critiquer? Analyst. That's a good word.
I've always been a dad joke analyst.
We what else did we learn?
Can't say that. We played a little game of Family Feud.
It was a close game.
It was closest one we've had in a while.
One of the hardest games we've ever done. I bet people in their cars were like going, "You idiot!
Dorm! It's a dorm!
Dorm's idiot! Say it!
Dummy! You're dumb!"
That's about it.
That's it. That's all. Wow. Okay.
Just keep adding on. I can't think of anything else.
Flying Purple People Eater, song of the day.
Yeah.
You used to write things down, but you didn't today. Is it Monday and you just don't care?
No, it doesn't have to be Monday to not care. I just didn't write anything down.
Well, tomorrow, I hope you'll join for Taco Tuesday. I even now have a Taco Tuesday folder.
What?
I have a folder.
Oh, he's just going to take over.
No.
Snack food report.
Yeah,
completely.
I just have I'm trying to organize better. I have several folders. And that's Taco Tuesday folder.
Gosh, I'm going to get one too. I'm going to do that too.
Well, he's got more than one. He's got 6, and this one's.
Well, leave me alone.
Next on the Wake Up Crew, stupid, silly stat of the day.
You're making fun of my folders.
We're going to have to do a whole show just on catching up with what he's got in his folder.
You don't need us. We don't have to be here.
No.
Children who grow up in stressful environments with strict parents are more likely to develop the habit of overthinking as adults.
There you go.
Here's our song of the day.
Was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people.
It's Chevy